Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam Burke from BangTheBook.com, coming to you a look at game 313, 314 here. Some Thursday night ACC action in Week 12. North Carolina takes on Pitt. Pitt a 4-point favorite in this game, total of 50.5. Over at BangTheBook.com, we got a lot of great stuff for you across multiple sports betting markets. Power ratings, picks, previews, predictions, all sorts of things in college basketball, college football, the NHL, the NFL, NBA, UFC, NASCAR, soccer, golf, tennis, esports, all sorts of different stuff over at the website for you to head on over there and check out. Also, make sure you check out Bang the Book Radio every Monday through Friday. You'll find the segments right here on our Bang the Book YouTube page or wherever you stream and download your podcast content. All right, so game 313, 314, again, is North Carolina and Pitt. Pitt, 4-point favorite, total 50.5. Pat Narduzzi, a little bit of a bug up his backside because Pitt and the Pittsburgh Steelers are on at the same time on Thursday night. Not real happy about that. This game at Heinz Field, the Steelers and Browns, of course, in Cleveland. And Brian Blessing has a video preview for us of that game right here on our Bang Book YouTube page. Look, the early forecast, looks cold for this game. But other than that, not too bad. Not too windy, no precipitation, stuff like that. Obviously, you want to factor that into the equation in any game in a cold weather city here at this time of the year. And certainly when you have some teams coming from the south up to the north where, it could be a little bit more of a factor for them. But so far, it doesn't look too bad here with the look-ahead forecast for this one. Extra rest, extra prep time for both of these teams here. Pitt off of a 20-10 win against Georgia Tech. North Carolina outgained Virginia, but lost the game 38-31. That was a shootout with a scoreless fourth quarter. So North Carolina, who has played a lot of close games here so far this season, a lot of games right down to the wire, playing another single-digit outcome there in that one. North Carolina is almost a full yard better per play on offense than Pitt is, 5.95 to 4.97. They had 7.9 yards per play in the game against Virginia. They have 5.93 yards per play in ACC play here on the season. Pitt, on the other hand, 4.44 yards per play on offense in conference play. The big difference between these two teams here is that Pitt is a very good defensive team. Fifth in the country in yards per play on defense, 4.21. North Carolina is 72nd at 5.73. In conference play against ACC opponents, Pitt has only allowed 3.87 yards per play against North Carolina against ACC foes, 5.86. So North Carolina, the better offense, Pitt, the much better defense. So maybe this game is just what you prefer, offense or defense. Pitt, third in the nation in sacks with 40. They have 19 in conference play. North Carolina also has 19 in conference play. But as my good buddy Ralph Michaels pointed out on Tuesday's edition of Bang the Book Radio, Pitt has faced a lot fewer pass attempts than North Carolina has here in ACC play. So even though they both have the same raw number of sacks, a much higher sack percentage for that Pitt defense here in conference play. North Carolina's allowed 29 sacks this season. So that may be the key to the game right there, protecting freshman quarterback Sam Howell. If Pitt can get back there, it makes it real tough on Howell, who's already going to have to play in the cold weather. If Pitt can't get there and Howell's getting the ball out quickly, it's going to take away a big element of that Pitt Panthers defense. Now still, Pitt 6th in the country in yards per pass attempt allowed, and a 48% completion percentage against is the third best in college football behind Wisconsin and Clemson. But the UNC offense is a step up for Pitt here, though. They played Georgia Tech. They played Miami before Jaron Williams got the job back. They played Syracuse in a game where Tommy DeVito got hurt, and Syracuse is one of the worst offensive lines in college football. And then when Pitt played Duke, Duke had 6 turnovers. So North Carolina is a step up here offensively for that Pitt Panthers defense. And I'm going to go with North Carolina in this game, plus the 4. Would consider sprinkling the money line here as well. I like offensive coordinator Phil Longo playing with tempo. That could hurt this Pitt pass rush a little bit because when you play with tempo, it tires out the defensive linemen. You got to be a little bit more basic with some of your defensive packages because you don't want to be calling a bunch of exotic blitzes against a team running with tempo. So there's that element for North Carolina. And Jay Bateman, extra week to prep. North Carolina's defense should get better. He was a great hire coming over from Army. Pitt does not generate a lot of explosive plays. That'll help the North Carolina defense here. My line on this game is actually Pitt minus 2.5. So at 4.5, definitely like North Carolina here in this one. The line kind of trending down a little bit here. The total trending up a little bit, which is kind of interesting given the cold weather elements and all the sacks, particularly on the Pitt side. But I think a higher scoring game also helps North Carolina here. So some correlation with a line move on North Carolina and the total going up a little bit. Just more fuel to the fire for me. I like North Carolina here this week, plus the 4 on Thursday night against Pitt. I'm Adam Burke for BangTheBook.com.